it froze.
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rental, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good morning, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 74 of York Revolution Baseball. It's game one of today's day-night doubleheader, a 7-inning game here in the first one. A noon start as the Revs get set to host the Gastonia Honey Hunters. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry alongside Ray Jensen. Welcome to a beautiful summer morning here at PeoplesBank Park, about to turn noon as the Revs play this scheduled day-nighter against the Honey Hunters here today, looking to snap a 5-game skid. Last night they certainly made a run at it as they fell behind by 8 runs twice in a 7-run 5th inning, capped by a Josue Herrera grand slam, got him within 1 run, but could not find the equalizer in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, falling by an 11-10 final last night. Revs 3-10 in the second half, trying to snap a 5-game skid. Gastonia 10-5. They are tied for first entering play today. And Ray, it's a quick turnaround. Revs trying to put another tough loss behind them from last night and looking for a good start from Jake Welch, who goes back into the starting role in game one.
Yeah, the good thing about the quick start today, if a noon start, you don't have to worry about last night's game too much. You can just go right back on the field and try to get one back against these Honey Hunters. And for Jake, he was in the bullpen his last couple appearances with York, and now back, as he mentioned, in a starting role this afternoon against Gastonia. And I think a strong start is certainly needed, not just for Jake's confidence, but just for the confidence as a whole of this team, as Joey Lara had a tough time against the Honey Hunters. It was the second straight start against Gastonia so far for him, but the Honey Hunters made him pay with 5 home runs last night. But as mentioned, quick turnaround here. Not just normal baseball with a day-night doubleheader, and the Revs looking to get back on the right foot, snapping a 5-game skid.
Right-hander Jacinto Garcia goes for Gastonia. We look at what's on tap, brought to you by Brewery Products and Budweiser, which is always on tap here at PeoplesBank Park, even before noon sometimes. And coming up, we'll hear from Mace, get his thoughts on what went wrong last night and the ins and outs of that game, and have the Broadway Transmission Managers Report abbreviated edition with the early start today. That's coming up next. And first pitch shortly thereafter. Revs getting set to host the Honey Hunters twice today. Game one coming up here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, last night's game, it was almost like a little microcosm of the season. The first 5 innings, you hit and don't pitch. And then the next 4 innings, great pitching, but unable to get the hit that you need. It's kind of the way it's been going.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle right now. And, the only thing we can do, we got to keep coming out and keep playing every day. The effort's there, just the execution is not. And it's just way too inconsistent. So, we have starters who give you a couple good starts and then 3 bad starts, and it's, we're not where, if we're really good, that's fine. When you're really good, but then when you're not really good, you need to be adequate, where you got to be able to keep the team in the game. So, and last night that just didn't happen. So, we did a good job to score 10 runs. They helped us a little bit, walk some guys. We've been there. We know how that works. But we also struck out too many times last night. We struck out half our outs pretty much were strikeouts. I think we struck out 13 times, and, that's a lot. When half your outs are strikeouts, that's a lot. So we need to do a better job putting the ball in play, and starting pitching has got to get more consistent throughout, or, It's hard to come back from 9-run deficits, although this year it happens a little bit more than and if that happens a little bit more than normal, but we just have to do a better job there.
Was it a huge adjustment by them, having seen Lara just a week earlier?
You know what, Joey he didn't have anything last night. That's the only way you can say it. Some days as a pitcher that happens. You just the velocity seemed to be down. All the pitches were way up in the zone. The off-speed pitches were flat. They didn't have any depth on them, where he was going like a 2-plane pitch, start in one level and then end up at a lower level. So everything was flat. And, the changeup wasn't there like it was the first time when a week ago when he pitched against them. So, they took advantage of the pitches that he left up in the zone. They did hammer him last night. So, this is how the night went.
Well, game 1 today, you've got James Harris getting the game off. He's on the bench. Malky DHing, rest his legs a little bit. That's the kind of things that you've got to think about as you manage for the long term, right?
Exactly right. And then we have a 2 o'clock game tomorrow. So, we're going to play a lot of innings here in 2 days. And Harris, I think that's the first time I've had Harris out of the lineup, maybe since he's been here, maybe one other time. So, and you can tell, too, sometimes by how guys are swinging the bat, the position players, they might need a day. They might need a day off. Just fatigue. We played a lot of long games. It's been hot. It's been super humid and muggy. It's not hard to break a sweat, and once you break it, it just kind of just keeps going the rest of the game. So, no, those guys do a great job for us. And, we got a day-night doubleheader. If it was 2 7-inning games back-to-back, that's a little different. But, both teams, Gastonia and us, we have a long day today, so we'll give these guys a little bit of a breather, and then we'll go from there.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck here today.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Revs have taken the field for this afternoon's game, and maybe an omen. The bald eagle that's around this area is on top of the left field light tower. Nelly Rodriguez might have taken aim at him with that home run last night. That's a little warning, as he will be coming up fourth here today, as always. The starting lineup's brought to you by Flying Feed. For the Honey Hunters, it'll be Boog Powell in center field leading things off. Mike Poppy in left field hits second. Batting third and playing third is Mike Osinski. Jake Skull in right field is hitting cleanup. Joshua Saleh will do the DHing and hit fifth. Emmanuel Tapia at first base bats sixth. Manuel Geraldo, the shortstop, batting seventh. Norberto Cecchini will do the catching and hit eighth. And Jordan Howard is at second base, batting ninth. Again, Powell, Poppy, Osinski, Skull, Saleh, Tapia, Geraldo, Cecchini, and Howard facing Jake Welch and the Revs. For the Revs today, it'll be Darian Sanford leading off in center. Jack Kenley, second base, bats second. Melky Mesa will DH and hit third. Cleanup man Nelly Rodriguez playing at first. Wellington Dotel in right field hits fifth. Josue Herrera, the third baseman, bats sixth. Osmi Gregorio at shortstop will hit seventh. JC Encarnacion in left today, batting eighth. And Lenin Rodriguez will catch and hit ninth. Again, Sanford, Kenley, Mesa, Rodriguez, Dotel, Herrera, Gregorio, Encarnacion, and Rodriguez for the Revs. We're set to go as Powell digs in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch today. It is just off the outside corner, and we are underway at 12:06 here this afternoon. Gorgeous conditions as Welch delivers and misses high with it. 2 balls and no strikes. They had both Powell and Skull come off their bench last night. And, those are 2 pretty good hitters. Well, Skull never did come in, but both were on the bench. Pitch is way outside, goes to the backstop. Powell hitting at .347, 6 home runs, 31 driven in. He's also second in the league in steals with 23. And then Skull is third. Those were 2 big players that they didn't have in last night, as Welch misses down and in. And a 4-pitch walk to start things off. Umpires today, it's Justin Burton behind the plate, Brian DeBrouwer at first, Joe Iglio, the umpire, at third. Now a leadoff walk, and Powell aboard again, 23 steals, second behind only Darian Sanford's 44 for the league lead. And first pitch to Mike Poppy is over for a strike. As Welch delivers his first strike today. Poppy hitting at .262, 13 home runs. He's knocked in 51. Had a double and a sac fly in last night's game. It's the 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball, base hit to right. Through the hole, Powell reads it, takes his turn, and Dotel on it, and he will lob it in as with no outs, Powell did stop. First and second, nobody out. Now Gastonia offensively last in the league in team average, but certainly is not a bad average. They're hitting .271. As far as runs scored, they're third in the league, one of 3 teams to score over 500 runs so far. Tops in home runs, second in steals, second in walks. Here's Osinski, the K-man, shows a bunt, and Welch pours a curveball across for a called strike. Revs are in the Navy alternate jerseys for Game 1. Gastonia wearing their black jersey tops. The gold numbers, letters, and trimming. Now the stretch. And the one-strike pitch, way in tight. Osinski has to protect the hands. It went off Lenin's mitt, but he's back to recover quickly. Osinski, who's hitting .330, 9 home runs, 43 knocked in. Big mid-first half pickup for them. We've seen him play second base and third base. He's at third today. By the way, the board says 86 degrees, sunny skies as we get started. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Big white clouds off on the horizon. Welch the pitch, and a swing and a bouncing ball to third. Herrera with it, and he pumps, he fires to first high. Nelly leaps, comes down with it, and was right in Osinski's path, and he applies a two-hand tag, and Osinski is shaken up in front of first base as Nelly shoved the glove right into him, coming down with it. One down as both runners move up, second and third, and have a visit here in the first inning from Gastonia athletic trainer Joe Holstead, manager Goose Gazzo as well. Herrera had to come up on that ball, so he did not try to go back to third, didn't try to throw across his body to second, figured not going to get a double play at that point, take the out in the direction he's going. Throw sailed a little bit, but Nelly able to help out. Second and third with one out. Osinski walks off with athletic trainer and manager. Likely will be fine. Here is Jake Skull, who's in the lineup today. Day off last night. First pitch from Welch, tried to backdoor the slider, didn't get it. Skull hitting .283. He's got 18 home runs, 59 driven in. Saleh on deck, the league leader in homers and ribbies, but Skull is third and fourth, respectively, in those power departments. Pitch, and it misses outside. And not to mention what he does with the speed, he's third in steals, so top 4 or 3 in home runs, RBIs, and steals. Now Welch is ready with it. And the 2-0 pitch, it's in the dirt. Lenin picks it. Welch wants a new ball. Welch last pitched on Tuesday night at Southern Maryland, scoreless 8th inning in that game. Allowed a hit and a walk, but had a strikeout and got a double play. 1-4 coming in today. This is start number 12 for him. He fires, and it's down low. So a walk to Skull, and that'll load the bases with one out.
Designated hitter number 20, Josh Saleh.
Josh Saleh to the plate next. Saleh, the DH, hitting .257, league leader in home runs and RBIs, as mentioned. 24 jacks, 66 driven in. Was 1 for 5 with a single last night. Pitch from Welch, it's up high. This is his 14th pitch, 4 strikes so far. Bases loaded, 1 out. Fires, and a swing and a miss. Fastball to the outside corner. Saleh tried to, looked like he tried to pull it. Welch staying away from him. This is Welch's first start since July 31st. Was in Lexington, his last 2 outings coming in relief. 1-1, and a swing and a rip. It is just fouled down the first base line. Brian DeBrouwer right on top of it. Went right past his shins, and then he pointed down to where it hit. Right by the line, 1-2. A near miss. Today, our back to school celebration. A lot of school groups here. The Central York Fife and Drum Band performed the national anthem. Welch ready, delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. High fastball. That's out number 2. Much needed. Welch trying to get through this first inning unscathed. And Emmanuel Tapia coming up. Tapia, the left-hand hitting first baseman. He's hitting .259, 12 home runs, 30 knocked in. 1 for 4 with an RBI single last night. Pitch from Welch. He swings and he pops it up foul and out of play. Third base side. Jake gets ahead. No score here in the first inning. And Welch trying to scoot his way out of a bases-loaded predicament. Now is set. Here's the 0-1. And it runs inside. Breaking ball. Welch faced the Honey Hunters once. It was his first start of the year. Went 5 innings June 1st on the road. 7 runs, 5 were earned. Terrible defense behind him that night. The 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball outside corner. A pitch away from escaping. Stairs to Lenine. They play him to pull in the infield. Osme way up the middle. Welch delivers. Swing and a line drive base hit to right. Toward the line. This will bounce to the wall. 2 runs scores. Skull on his way to third. He'll be held there. Throw skips past Kenley, and now Skull coming home will score. 3 runs home. 3-0 Gastonia here in the first inning. It is a double for Tapia. Drives in 2 on it and a throwing error on Dotel in right. His first game back in the field. And threw it in toward Kenley, and it bounced, and Jack couldn't corral it. I had looked down to see whether the runner was getting the go or the stop. I didn't see how off that throw was or how it skipped by, but it did. And here's Geraldo, who takes one wide for ball 1. Now that is a deflator. 1 pitch away from getting out scoreless. On the Revs behind 3-0. The pitch, it is down low, snap throw behind, and Tapia goes back standing. It was close. Lenine's got a laser of an arm. I guess it would be like a laser shooter of an arm. Right. The pitch that misses outside for ball 3. Geraldo hitting .256, 4 home runs. One of those last night. He was 2 for 5. Pitch to him. And it's a little low. Ball 4, third walk of the inning. And the 8th batter of the inning, Roberto Cecchini, coming up. Mace will make a first inning mound visit.
Fans must better than Reds here, free Reds here. Be here early on Sunday the 26th.
While we have a moment, take a look at our Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report. Dotel is in the outfield, been building that shoulder back up, so today a big day for him. The talk had been maybe this coming week at Long Island, but he's out there even sooner than that, and that gives James Harris a chance to rest his legs in game one today. Melky is DHing, so they give him a little bit of a breather with Encarnacion in left. That is your Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report. The eighth hitter of the inning, Norberto Cecchini, coming up. Welch ready, delivers, and pours it across. First pitch strike. Mays looking to get him settled down. Been so much go wrong for him this year. It's a mental battle at times, I would think. He fires and misses down and in. And the pressure to get back on track just builds and builds. Revs have all day to come back. He deals, and it misses outside. And they're facing Garcia, who's got an ERA over 10, so certainly hoping that the Revs offense can produce here in game one. 2 balls and a strike to Cecchini. Pitch to him, fastball, that just missed. Looked like it was right there. Cecchini hitting .233. Welch fires, and it is a called strike. Whoops. Cecchini tossed the bat away, thinking it was ball 4 in. And it was not. A full count. Both runners will be on the move with two outs. It's a 3-0 Gastonia lead here in the first inning today. Welch the payoff, and a swing and a foul tip just behind home plate. I think that's a little bit of an underrated factor to some of the pitching struggles for the Revs this year. Tons of 2-strike fouls against them. They do not have a lot of strikeout guys on this staff, at least in the rotation. Welch deals and a line drive to center field. That's a base hit. Sanford has it on a hop. Tapia around third. He will score. Throw in is cut off by Nelly. 4-0 on an RBI hit to center from Cecchini. Geraldo goes to third on it, and the Honey Hunters have batted around here in the top of the first today. Now all 4 runs scoring with 2 outs. Jordan Howard to the plate. Howard hitting .246, 4 home runs. Welch delivers, and it is down and in. It's now become a 30-plus pitch first inning as he misses outside. It's 2-0. Howard switch hitting infielder, rookie. He's had some big moments. Welch takes a moment behind the mound trying to regather. Howard from Division II Lee University. Pitch to him. He swings and chops a foul over by the Revs first base dugout. 2-1. Welch to the plate, and a ground ball jammed him down to first. Nelly with it, steps in the bag, inning over. But Gastonia scores 4 times. They do it on 3 hits. 1 error, 2 men left. At the end of a half inning today, it's Gastonia 4, York coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, York County has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
For 0 is the lead for Gastonia. Revs coming up against right-hander Jacinto Garcia, who they will face for the first time. He is 0-2 at 10.80 ERA. 12 outings, 2 starts. Long reliever for the most part. 12 outings, 20 innings, 35 hits. 28 runs and 24 earned, so hopefully the Revs can make some hay at the plate. He's walked 15, struck out 14. Opponents have hit .389. And Darian Sanford will lead things off. Sorry, Ray. Jarred your cord loose. Hate when that happens. As Garcia's first pitch is a little high on Sanford. Revs haven't even faced Jacinto in relief yet. So this will be a new experience. 1-0, and that is over for a strike. Darian, a good night last night, 2 for 3 with a run and a walk. Comes in today hitting .193, first time leading off in a long time. Pitch, it is in tight. James Harris, I believe his first day off since the time that Ryan Jackson trampled his hand. The 2-1 pitch, and it misses wide for ball 3. And again, Garcia has walked his share. Sanford trying to get on to start things off. And here it comes. He shows bunt, and this one is right down the middle for a strike. 3-2. Garcia, 6'3" righty, 28 years old. He's from El Centro, California. 3-2, and a swing and a pop-up foul, backing out of play. Is that eagle, is that flying right over the field right now? Or am I hallucinating already? It's not supposed to happen until later in the game. Another 3-2. And a swing and a looping liner to right center. Skull has time to cut over from right, and he's there to squeeze it for out number 1.
Number 9, the second baseman, Jack Kenley.
I mean, I see it too. I'm no ornithologist, so I don't know if it's...
A what?
Ornithologist. One who studies birds?
Orthodontist?
Ornithologist. Come on, Daryl, it's back to school. We got...
Well, this is your spot for an education. Here's Jack Kenley, and he takes a first pitch strike.
Just someone who studies birds. Ornithologist.
Man, you're smart.
Nah. I'm a broken clock. He's watched way too much Jeopardy.
Pitch to Jack. It runs in on him. It's a called strike. He started the hands but stopped. Kenley hitting .322, 6 home runs. 37 knocked in. Got back into the hit column last night after a tough finish to that road trip as he asked for time. We all had a tough finish to that road trip. Garcia sets at the belt. 0-2, and it bounces in front of the plate. Garcia went to Bethesda University in Anaheim, California. First time in the Atlantic League. He had been in Mexico in 2017, Frontier League in 2018, Mexico briefly in 2019. A 1-2 and a ground ball foul, first base side. Bounces down to Paredes with the hands. Down in the Revs bullpen. Defensively, he is a wall, Ray. Senor Walls. Garcia with the pitch. And, called third strike. Kenley thought it was up or away or both, and a slow backwards walk away, looking at the plate on Justin Burton. 2 down here in the first. Melky Mesa coming up. Melky DHing in game 1 today. He's hitting .336. 9 homers, drove in 2 last night, getting him to 50 on the year. Pitch from Garcia, curveball tumbles down for a strike at just 68. And Garcia goes from the stretch at all times. Now home with it, and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. That fastball at 84, but coming off the curve at 68. A little more impactful. And he's looking for a 1-2-3 first inning. It's 4-0 Gastonia. Pitch and a swing and a ground ball foul, third base side. Garcia last pitch 3 nights ago in relief, scoreless inning. His last 3 relief outings all scoreless, all against West Virginia. He's made 4 appearances in August, all against West Virginia. First start since July 25th, which was, wait for it, at West Virginia. Pitch to Mesa, swings and pops it up foul, back and out of play.
I guess the Power and the Honey Hunters have seen a lot of each other these past month or so. Pretty similar to the schedule we'll have with the Blue Crabs coming up.
Oh, yeah. Pitch to Melky, that's in the dirt, bounces past. Yeah, I can't wait. Some stuff going on in West Virginia last night, huh?
Yeah.
An umpire was removed from the game.
I didn't know we could do that.
Well, I think the crime fit the punishment. Pitch to Malky, swing and a pop-up. Middle of the infield, Howard at second is under it. Waiting, makes the one-hand grab. Very high pop-up. 1-2-3 first inning for Garcia. We head to the second here in Game 1 today. It's Gastonia 4, York nothing.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head of the second, 4-0. Gastonia is on top. And tonight it's a 6:30 first pitch. We'll be on at our normal time of 6:10. Austin nicely facing Euclides Laer in that game. And tonight, First Responders Night presented by RBC Wealth Management. Fireworks presented by PA Lottery. And Paw Patrol will be here. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Shipley Energy ticket office. Top of the order here in the second inning, Boog Powell will lead things off. Walked and scored in the first. And Welch's first pitch of the inning, he's going from the stretch and misses outside with it. The 1-0, and that's down and away. Really tough to find info on Boog Powell because the other Boog shows up right away. 2-0, and that is over for a strike. Although the Orioles legend, I don't think he's the other Boog Powell. This gentleman was nicknamed after him. Here's the 2-1. It is down and away. He is not related to the former AL MVP. But this Boog shares a name with his dad, grandpa, and great-grandpa, so his dad gave him the nickname to avoid confusion as he fouls back a bunt try. So instead it just confuses all of us.
Born Herschel Mack Powell.
The fourth.
Yeah. Nicknamed Little Mac as a kid.
Now Welch goes to the windup. Pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out. Fastball outside corner. One down here in the second inning. And that's Jake's second strikeout today. I'll bring up Mike Poppy, who singled and scored in the first. Welch, the first pitch. Backdoor slider called strike. Looking for a bounce back inning. Good start. Short step to the wind, lifts the leg, fires home, and a slider in. Appeal to third. He stopped. Poppy did on the check. That's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. That one in the dirt. They'll toss that aside. And Welch, a new ball. He kicks, fires, and it's down and in. 2-1 the count. Poppy, one of a few former first-rounders on this Gastonia team. In their position player lineup. Certainly have a very good lineup. Pitch is down low. 3-1. Poppy was 38th overall, first rounder to the Indians in 2014. Got to AAA the last 3 years. Former Virginia Cavalier. Could have been Austin Nicely's teammate in college. Pitch from Welch, it's inside. And Poppy walks, so he is on base each of the first 2 times. It's the 4th walk issued. We'll bring up Mike Osinski, who grounded out his first time. This is our K-Man today. We had a 3-game K-Man streak ended last night. Pitch from Welch, it's down low.
Can't get them all.
Who can?
We can. It's a collective effort.
Oh, there goes Poppy. Pitch is outside. Lenine throws from his knees. Right on target, but late. Poppy got a running jump, timing Welch. And he steals second. Lenine uncorked an eye-opening throw from the squat, and it was a tracer right on the bag, but Poppy steals his 7th. A runner in scoring position, 2-0 on Osinski. Welch with the pitch, and a swing and a line drive to center, base hit. Sanford charging, gloves, pumps, now gets rid of it, and Poppy slipped. And he might have been given a late stop sign. I saw him slip. I didn't pick up if Chuck Stewart stopped him or not, but he went down rounding third, and he'll stop there. First and third with 1 out on the single to center from Osinski. Gastonia threatening for more. Jake Skoll coming up. Walked and scored in the first inning. Welch from the stretch, kicks, fires, breaking ball missed outside. Welch ready. It's the 1-0. Swing, and he pops it up. Shallow left. This one slicing back toward Encarnacion, who lets Sanford take it. In left center, here comes the throw. It's cut off by Nelly. And a sac fly for Jake Skoll. Poppy comes in to score, and it's 5-0. I'm not sure why Encarnacion backed off. He's got the stronger arm, but he let Sanford take it. Skoll drives him in. Sac fly to shallow left center. Drives in his 60th. Ties him for third in the league and runs batted in. Here is Joshua Saleh, who struck out in the first. Runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch from Welch, line to right field, and a base. Oh, man, Dotel misread it. Knocks it down. He'll toss in. Missed Kenley. It bounces to second. Osme gobbles it up there. And it's first and third as the inning continues. Now, that was a low liner, and the way the trajectory that it left the bat, off the bat, it looked like it was one that would have to be played on a hop, but it just kept going with backspin, and as it turned out, one that perhaps Dotel could have come in on and maybe made the catch. He's lucky he knocked it down and in between hop in front of him. At first and third, here's Tapia. He swings and misses. First pitch breaking ball. Had a 2-run double in the first inning, which opened the scoring with 2 outs in the first. Jake was a strike away from getting out unscathed. Pitch, it is down low. One ball, 1 strike. Now the pitch, it's a breaking ball. That's across for a strike. 1-2. Honey Hunters with 4 in the first, 1 here in the second. And the pitch, it is down and in, and it hit Tapia in the foot. He crumples over onto the ground across home plate. Tried to bury that slider down and in, and ends up hitting him on 1-2. Revs will send for some bullpen activity, and that'll load the bases. Goose coming out near home plate. Tapia halfway to first. Goose trying to make sure his first baseman can stay in. Manuel Geraldo, the hitter. Walked in the first. Sandy motioning. I think they sent Luis Sanchez down. Sandy motioning for him to hustle it up. Loaded here with 2 outs. First pitch to Geraldo. He skies it. Left center field. Should be playable. Sanford over. Under it waiting. And makes the grab to end the inning. 1 run scores. Honey Hunters leave them loaded. 2 hits. Now we'll go to the bottom of the second. Mace has the TrackMan device out. He's coming out to chat with the plate ump. And I think he might think something's amiss. I don't know. Go to the bottom of the second. It's a 5-0 Gastonia lead.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester golf links. bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique, pure links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside, and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the second, 5-0 is the lead for Gastonia. May still has the iPad out discussing TrackMan and perhaps what he perceives are the failures of it. As Revs will have Nelly, Dotel, Herrera coming up. I think what I can gather from Mace is that if the thing is not working properly, we should turn it off, I believe is what I believe I heard him say. But I don't know what's going on with it from field level. I'm just up here with you, Raymond.
Well, we don't have eyes everywhere, but we have mics in several places.
Figured I'd back that one down during that conversation as Nelly leads off and looks at one low and away.
A wise choice, I think.
I wanted to turn it up, trust me. Like, all the way up. But I didn't. I'm maturing in my old age. Here's a fastball for a called strike. Older.
Good correction.
Nelly, a 10-game hitting streak, hitting 500 on it. Pitch, curveball, it stays high.
That's his third streak of at least 10 or more.
Yeah.
He has been fantastic this year.
I'm going to dig. I'm not sure if any other Atlantic League hitter has done that. 3 streaks of 10 or more this year. So the pitch to him, and it's outside. Now 3-1. He's hitting .392 entering play today. That leads the league. 12 home runs, 44 driven in just 45 games. I don't know if they ever found the one he hit last night. Pitch is swung on and missed. Had a good rip there.
I remember when we first talked about Nelly, even back in 2020, he drew comparisons to Telvin Nash, which might have been a little unfair considering the monstrous numbers Nash put up in 2019, but really Nelly's been at it as advertised, if not more.
I agree. On all fronts. Is the 3-2. And a breaking ball called third. And he is rung up. Garcia, 3-2 hook, gets him looking.
Number 15, right fielder, Wellington Dotel, your checkers, RBI guy of the game.
During your innings, Ray, I'm going to eat this Cinnabon that I've had in my bag since Thursday at Southern Maryland.
I'll hope it's not too stale.
Don't care, I'm going to eat it anyway. Got it for the ride home in case, I mean, you know, you want to be. And then we didn't have the game, so I wasn't hungry. Wasn't as late as anticipated. Here's Dotel, and he looks at one up high. Wellington in the outfield today, first time in quite some time. Some shoulder rehab as he backs away, time called. He's hitting .331, 5 homers. Pitch to him, curveball, misses up and in. And with DHing so often, he, I don't know, probably has about half the at-bats that he ordinarily would by now. He's in the outfield today for the first time since July 18th as he swings and misses, high fastball. 2-1. It's a 5-0 Gastonia lead here in the second inning. Garcia the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Slider. You're not going to get much to hit that is up near your swing speed. He flips everything up there kind of under your bat speed. Fastball's topped at 86 from what we've seen. The 2-2. Look out. That's in tight. And that was only 83, though. 3-2. He has retired the first 4, though. And kicks, delivers, and a swing and a bouncing ball to short. Geraldo toward the middle, gets a clean hop, slings it to first in time. Pretty low release on that throw, but plenty of zip on it. Revs are looking to tee off today. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com.
You were kind of scrambling looking for that, but you've done it so often you know it by heart.
I did panic, you're right. Couldn't find it. Here's Josue Herrera. Base is empty, 2 outs. Pitch from Garcia is scorched to center, and it hangs up for Boog Powell coming in. Makes the grab over toward left center. Herrera, a hard hit ball, but a 1-2-3 inning, and Garcia's retired 6 in a row. We'll go to the third. Ray with the play-by-play. Revs trailing here in Game 1, 5-0.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
All right. Where are we hiding this in our re-entries? I dig it. Good afternoon, everyone. Ray Jensen with you in the play-by-play. The next 3 innings, we're in the third here at PeoplesBank Park, but the Gastonia Honey Hunters have a 5-0 lead over the Revolution. Jake Welch out for a third inning of work. He will face, of this Honey Hunters order, Norberto Susini will lead things off, followed by Jordan Howard, and then we'll go back to the top of the order with Boog Powell, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters of their order. Susini steps in. RBI base hit to center his last time up in the first. Welch, the first pitch of this third inning, swung on by Susini and popped up. Checking towards left field. A trio of Revs gathering around. Just in between the dirt and out shallow outfield grass. Osmi Gregorio puts up the glove and puts the first pitch hit by Susini away for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Welch here in the third. Bring up Jordan Howard for the second time. He was the last out in the first as the Honey Hunters batted around in the first inning. He grounded out to Nelly for the final out in the opening frame. Honey Hunters scored 4 times in the first and tacked on another in the second. They totaled 5 runs on 5 hits so far. York, no hits, no runs just yet. First pitch from Welch to Howard. Misses away for ball 1, 1 on the count. playing 7 innings here in this day game of the day-night doubleheader, and then we'll have a normal 6:30 start time later this evening with a 9-inning contest as the 1-0 misses up and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Howard. Welch set, fires a 2-0, and Howard will foul it off at the plate and tracks towards the backstop, count now to 2-1. Jordan Howard in his first professional season in this 2021 campaign at the Gastonia Honey Hunters. It's the 2-1. That's outside ball 3. It's 3-1 now for Howard. Played collegiately first for Georgia Southern before transferring over to Lee University for his final 2 years. His senior season at Lee University hit .322 as the 3-1 misses and it's ball 4, and it's a 1-out walk worked by Jordan Howard. Howard walks of 1 out as he takes first. Now go back to the top of the order with Boog Powell. Powell so far walking a run scored. That both happened in the first and struck out for the first out in the second. One of 2 strikeouts for Welch today. 1 out, 1 on for Powell. Honey Hunters lead 5-0 here in the top of the third. So the first pitch is thrown, it's delivered towards the plate. Howard rushing towards second on it. He'll slide feet first safely. It's another stolen base for the Honey Hunters, their second of the day. Mike Poppy had the other stolen base. That came in the second. Howard of his 10th stolen base of the season. He's now 10 for 12. Now it's second, 1 out. First pitch was a strike, 0-1. Next pitch swung on by Powell, hit third base side, maybe playable for Encarnacion, but this one stretches out of play towards the Arch Street Eats and onto Arch Street itself. No balls, 2 strikes to count. It moves up for Boog Powell. As we mentioned, was nicknamed Little Mac initially as a kid, and I have to like that, a reference to the character from Nintendo's Punch-Out series. Oh-2. Swung on by Powell, lifted up. Pop up right field side, now staying within the infield, it looks like, as Kenley puts up the glove, has a beat on it, puts it away for out number 2. Howard stays put at second. 2 outs recorded on pop-ups here in the third inning. Still a runner in scoring position of Jordan Howard following a walk and stolen base, and now things left to Mike Poppy. Should I keep things alive for Gastonia? Base hit to right in the first and later scored on the double from Tapia. And he walked in the second and scored the sole run in that inning in the sac fly to center from Jake Skoll. Open stand from the left side for Poppy as he waits the first offering from the righty Welch. Looks to second, now fires towards the plate. First pitch up and away for ball 1, 1-0 count. Our counter felt a little heavier, and I looked to my left, and a big old hunkin' Cinnabon just landed to my left. You weren't kidding, that boy is thick. Enjoy that one. She said. Darn it, 1-0. Down low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So we're 5-0 in favor of the Honey Hunters. Rebs trying to prevent their 5-game skid from going even further, and losing would be a 4th straight contest to the Honey Hunters this year. Next offering, swung on and fouled off right at the plate by Poppy, but it is indeed foul. Whereas, no, it's fair, pardon me. It was hit right in front of the plate. It was called a fair ball by Burton. Leonard Rodriguez wisely picked up the ball and retired him there in the tagout. He's still arguing with Burton, but the side has been retired. Scoreless inning from the third for Welch and the Rebs defense, and it's 5-0. The score still in favor of the Honey Hunters as we head to the bottom of the third.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Rebs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
We trek on to the bottom of the third inning here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. It's a 5-0 Honey Hunters lead. The Revs looking to get on the board here in this third inning. Due up against Jacinto Garcia, who has set down 6 in a row in his first 2 innings. He'll face the bottom third of the Revs order in Osmi Gregorio, JC Encarnacion, and Lennon Rodriguez. The 7, 8, 9 hitters of the Revs order here in Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. Playing 7 innings here in Game 1. For a 9-inning contest will take place later this evening at 6:30. So buckle in. First pitch to Gregorio from Garcia drops in for a strike, 0-1 to count. Gregorio enters today with a .317 average, 32 hits total, 4 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs as well. He's driven in 11 on the year. The 0-1 from Garcia, poked at by Gregorio and lifted first base side. Tapia has a beat on it, just to the right of the left field line, puts it away for an out. Make that 7 straight for Jacinto Garcia. Is now 1 out, bases empty. JC Encarnacion to take his first trip to the plate. .278 the average for JC, 4 home runs, 28 batted in. He's 0 for 1 last night as he made a pinch hitter appearance late in Friday's contest. First pitch from Garcia. Ball drops in for, well, part misses outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. Garcia now set at the waist, lifts the left leg, fires the 1-0, swung on by Encarnacion, lifted first base side, out of play. Down to a ball and a strike as it ball thuds off of something. Towards the seating bones, a ball and a strike for the former Braves and Orioles farmhand. 1-1. That's a called strike 2. 1-2 is. What are you doing over there? You're like, oh, you're. Oh, okay. Daryl's destroying his Cinnabon. 1-2. That's up and away for ball 2. Count evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes for Encarnacion. For Jacinto Garcia, this is his first start since July 25th at West Virginia. 2 2/3, allowing 4 earned runs, 7 total. 2-2. That just misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Susini hopped up, was about to throw it around, thinking it was strike 3, but nope. Ball 3. 3-2 the count for Encarnacion. In his last start, Garcia just went 2 2/3 at West Virginia, giving up 7 total runs on 8 hits. Now the payoff pitch to Encarnacion. That's inside, ball 4, and Encarnacion will get a base on a 1-out walk. That breaks up a streak of what was 7 straight before issuing the walk to Encarnacion. So the Revs have their first base runner of the afternoon. One out, one on, and brings up Lennon Rodriguez. He's walking up to 50 Cent. That's new. I like it. One out, one on for Rodriguez. First pitch from Garcia, swung on by Lennon and lifted to right field. Skull chasing towards the corner. He's now almost past the line, and he does put it away. Rodriguez tried to give that one a ride, but could not avoid the glove of Skull, who was heading towards the Revs bullpen, and made the play just past our eyesight and on the other side of the wall for out number 2. Two outs, one on as we go back to the top of the order, and Darian Sanford, who flew out to right for the first out back in the first inning. First pitch from Garcia. Sanford shows bunt and bunts it towards third base side, but it will fall foul and away from the charging Michael Osinski. For a second, it looked like he might have hung up there for Osinski, but luckily dropped in front of him. Strike one, 0-1 the count for start Sanford. Well, after allowing 7 total runs in his last start, July 25th at West Virginia, Jacinto Garcia has allowed 7 total runs since in 6 appearances. His last 3 outings have been scoreless. All out of the bullpen prior to the start this afternoon is the 0-1. That drops low for a ball. It's 1-1 the count for Darian. In fact, in his last 3 scoreless outings, he's allowed just 2 hits total. All those outings were against the West Virginia Power. They all came in Gastonia at Caramount Health Park. 1-1. Dips inside ball 2. 2-1 the count for Sanford. Open stance on the left side for Darian as Garcia is set, fires the 2-1. Darian shows bunt again, but bunted foul once more. Third base side, count moves to 2-2. For those curious, pitching matchup for Game 2 will feature Austin Nicely taking the mound for York, opposite Euclides Layer. Initially, we had it Layer and Garcia for Games 1 and 2, respectively, but we had it flipped on us. So Layer will instead get the start in the nightcap tonight. 2-2 for Sanford, runner at first and Encarnacion. 5-0 the score. 2-2 swung on by Sanford, lifted to right, Skull chasing again, drifting towards the corner, short of the warning track. He puts up the glove and puts it away for the third and final out of this third inning. Revs get a base runner via a walk, but nothing else in the third. And through 3 innings of baseball here at PeoplesBank Park this afternoon, it's 5-0 Gastonia as we head to the fourth.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Before we go to the fourth here at PeoplesBank Park, Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. 5-0 the score in favor of the Honey Hunters as Jake Welch will face the Gastonia order in the fourth inning. Mike Osinski to lead things off, followed by Jay Skoll and Joshua Saleh. They're 3, 4, and 5 hitters here in Game 1. Quieter inning for the Gastonia offense in the third as they were just issued a one-out walk and Jordan Howard stole second, but nothing else as Welch kept Gastonia off the board in the third. Osinski so far this afternoon as he heads to the plate. Here to lead off the fourth, base hit in the second, then reached as far as third, but was stranded there to end the inning. 5-3 ground out his first time up in the first. Osinski's Game 1 rudder K-man of the game could not get Tapia last night. My bad. First pitch from Welch. Down and away for ball 1. 1-0 count to start Osinski. Open stands on the right side from the former Boston Red Sox draft pick as the next pitch swung on by Osinski and drifting towards shallow right center. And it will drop in between Darian Sanford and Wellington Dotel as Sanford couldn't get there in a diving effort. Tumbling forward, trying to get it in the glove, and it just escaped him. And it's a bloop single for Michael Osinski. Now has 2 hits on the afternoon as he stands at first with a leadoff bloop single to right center. One on, no one out for Jake Skoll. Has driven in a run, worked a walk and scored so far. Walked and scored on the Rebs' error in the first, and then RBI sac fly in the second. The lefty batter for Welch to face here this afternoon. Open stands on the left for Skoll. The first pitch from Welch, down and in for ball 1. 1-0 the count for Skoll. Skoll, a first-round pick of the Texas Rangers back in 2010, was drafted 15th overall in the 2010 draft. It's the 1-0. Swung on by Skoll, hit foul first base side towards the Revs' dugout. Was the count to a ball and a strike. Skoll, 29 years old, native of Woodstock, Georgia, was drafted out of Blessed Trinity High School in Roswell, Georgia. Split time in the Texas Rangers and New York Yankees systems. 1-1. That just scrapes the upper part of the zone for strike 2, and it's now 1-2 on Skoll. Reaches high as AA in both the Rangers and Yankees systems. He's had a really strong year in Gastonia. One-two from Welch. Swung on by Skoll, golfs it foul again, first base side. Did the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
I know you can't always see our dugout from your spot. Duke almost dove over the railing trying to make that play. So, phenomenal effort.
The 1-2. Outside ball 2, 2-2. Maybe he tried to tackle the ball. It is football season. He does have football genes in the family of his dad, Uwe von Schaman. Skoll awaits the 2-2. Welch obliges. Meanwhile, going on the pitch is Osinski, and it's skied, popped up. They get Osinski to try to truck back to first. Meanwhile, Gregorio in the shallow center puts the ball away for an out, and Osinski had to race back to first in time. You could hear the Honey Hunters dugout yelling at Osinski, get back, and had to put on the brakes right before the second base bag and sprint back to first before Gregorio can make the play. He did. Out recorded, and Osinski stays at first. 1 out, 1 on for Joshua Saleh. Saleh 1 for 2 for a base hit, reached second in the second inning and struck out for the second out in the first his time up. First offering from Welch way outside, and it escapes the glove of Rodriguez, and it will allow Osinski to head to second. Wild pitch that allows Osinski to go in the scoring position of 1 out.
I want to see Jake stay in this rhythm that he's put together here. Actually, at 3 of his 4 outs, the last 2 innings on infield pop-ups. Starting to get a little rhythm here.
One the count to Saleh. Next offering. That drops in for a strike. It's 1-1 now. The Honey Hunters DH this afternoon. Played at third last night. And yeah, I gotta agree with you, Daryl. After that rough first, even though he gave up a run in the second, Welch has been locked in. 1-1 the count for the former Tampa Bay Rays minor leaguer. Next pitch drops low. Blocked by Rodriguez. And he crouches over the ball as he stares Osinski back to second. 2 balls, 1 strike the count for Saleh, who's playing his first season of professional baseball since 2014. A pause of at least 7 years between his current and last professional baseball seasons. He was a highly regarded prospect in the Rays system. He's drafted in 2011 by Tampa Bay, 2010, in the first round, 17th overall. Same draft as Skull was in. 2 picks after Skull, in fact. 2-1. Swung on by Saleh and lined right to the glove of Rodriguez at first for an out. Rodriguez got the power and the quick feet as well, as a nice snagging attempt to his right. He retires Saleh on a hard-hit liner right to his glove at first for out number 2.
Yeah, pretty looking grab. He had to reach full extension across. Right in the pocket. Nicely done.
What can't Nelly do? That's the question we should all be asking ourselves. 2 outs now, still 1 on with Osinski at second following a base hit to right center and a wild pitch. Manuel Tapia now up third time. 1 for 1 so far. First offering from Welch. That just misses. For ball 1, 1-0 the count. 2-run double to right in the first for Tapia, and then was hit by a pitch in the second. Welch set on the rubber. Quick look to Osinski at second. Now fires towards the plate. The 1-0 lifted by Tapia, tracking towards right center. Dotel and Sanford, who's it going to be? It'll be Darian Sanford who puts it away for out number 3. Side retired. Leadoff single from Osinski, but nothing else allowed by Jake Welch here in the 4th inning. We're at the bottom of the 4th here at PeoplesBank Park. It's a 5-0 Honey Hunters lead.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at PeoplesBank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on 2 crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Home half of the fourth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. Still a 5-0 lead for Gastonia as York still looking to get on the board and get their first hit. In fact, they've had a base runner. That happened last inning in the third, a one-out walk issued to J.C. Encarnacion. But Garcia has kept York quiet otherwise through his first 3 innings so far. He'll face the Revs order here in the fourth. Jack Kenley, followed by Melky Mesa and Nelly Rodriguez, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters of York's order. Kenley struck out looking for the second out in the first, his first time up this afternoon. Garcia ready. First pitch to Kenley. Drops low and in for a ball. It's 1-0 the count. For Jacinto Garcia, this is his first season pitching in the United States since 2018 when he was in the Frontier League with the Normal Corn Belters, Illinois. Set at the waist, Garcia fires the 1-0, swung on by Kenley, foul first base side as it rolls to the left of the Revs dugout. With the Corn Belters in 2018, 5.42 ERA and a 6.5 record in 19 games total, 18 starts. Spent his most recent professional season in Mexico with Campeche. 1-1, up and away for ball 2, 2-1 now for Kenley. Same team that Victor Capion spent time with earlier this year. Garcia ready, 2-1. Swung on by Kenley, foul once again, first base side. Takes a hard carom and almost right back to him. He'll toss it to the Revs dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Kenley. With Campeche in 2019, just 4 appearances for Garcia, but did get a win. 1-0 record and a 3.18 ERA. Garcia gets the signs from Susini. Ready with it. Fires the 2-2. That's down and in blocked to the right by Susini for ball 3. Kenley works the count full, 3-2. Would give you an Atlantic League update brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, but we're the only game on going right now. Tonight's, well, I should say today's day-night doubleheader. Payoff pitch. Swung on by Kenley and lifted to right, but goes foul. Heads up towards the bullpen balcony as it caroms off the signage itself. It remains 3-2. Stay ready out there. Base is empty, no one out. Full count for Kenley. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 5-0 Gastonia lead. York looking to just get on the board right now. Payoff pitch from Garcia. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk worked by Jack Kenley. Kenley works the walk. He takes first. No one out. 1 on for Melky Mesa, who popped out the second to end the first inning. Revs did have Luis Sanchez warming up earlier, but I'm sure with Welch having been pretty good since the rough first inning, they want to give Melky as many at-bats as they can before the double hook takes place. Is ready to face Garcia for a second time. Runner on, no one out. Swings at the first offering from Garcia and lifts it foul over the netting, first base side. That one looks like, it sounded like it caromed upstairs. Didn't see it. I am limited to the first base side. Daryl must be my eyes when it comes to first base. I got third for the most part. But that's what happens when I said I got dibs on the right side of the booth. 0-1. That just misses outside for a ball. It's 1-1 the count for Melky. Even though he doesn't walk up to Daddy Shark or Baby Shark anymore, we'll still play it for Daddy Shark. It's become a tradition, really, now. You can't escape it. 1-1 the count. Next offering. Swung on by Mesa. Ground ball to short. Scooped up by Geraldo. He'll step on the second base bag and go to first, and that will complete a 6-3 double play. Double play hit into by Melky. Clears the bases and puts 2 outs on the board. Kaling retired 6 unassisted before the throw from Geraldo to Tapia in time for the 6-3 double play. 2 outs, bases empty very quickly now here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, no one on for Nelly Rodriguez, fresh off snagging a hot liner at first, well above the dirt. Rob Josh Saleh of a hit back in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch from Garcia, swung on by Rodriguez and lifts it to deep right center. Powell now short of the wall. He will call off Skoll, and he will put it away for out number 3. Nelly gave it a ride, but he just got under it and it hung up enough for Powell for the 3rd and final out here in the bottom of the 4th. Revs have been held scoreless through the first 4 today here in Game 1 of the day-night doubleheader, and Gastonia has a 5-0 lead as we head to the 5th.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants of a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 98.9 WOYK.
Finding ourselves in the 5th inning here at PeoplesBank Park in Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. 5-0 to score in favor of Gastonia as Jake Welch will face here in the 5th inning Manuel Geraldo to lead things off, followed by Norberto Susini and Jordan Howard. 7, 8, 9 hitters of Gastonia's order. Lefty bat Geraldo awaits the first offering for Welch, who obliges, and that first pitch is away outside for ball 1. Geraldo, a switch hitter, batting to the left against the righty Welch. 1-0. Dips low and in for ball 2. 2-0 the count for Geraldo. Walk and a fly out so far in his afternoon. As Welch set and fires. Pitch swung on by Geraldo and hit towards first base coach's box, and tough play. Reese Hampton looks like he almost had a bare hand on it, but it rolled under. Tough break guy. 2-1 the count and moves up for Geraldo. Welch with the signs from Rodriguez. Fires the next pitch. And misses for ball 3. 3-1 for Geraldo. Honey Hunters so far, 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors for them. Revs, no runs, no hits. They've committed an error this afternoon. 3-1. Swung on by Geraldo. And another misplay by Hampton at the first base coach's box. When you're hot, and Hampton is not. Count moves full, 3-2. We got to have fun somehow, being blanked 5-0 so far. And I'll have it at the expense of Gastonia, gosh darn it. Payoff pitch. That's a called third strike in the inner half, and Geraldo is running up for the first out here in the 5th. Third strikeout for Jake Carew this afternoon. Gets Geraldo on a punch out for the first out in the 5th. Eke back the hips, thinking it was inside, but not too far inside for Trackman. That's out number 1 here in the 5th. Brings up Noberto Susini. Susini 1 for 2 for RBI base hit the center in the 1st inning, and they pop out the short for the first out in the 3rd. Even stance on the left side as Welch, the first offering, drops in for a strike, 0-1. Susini also a switch hitter, one of 2 switch hitting catchers they have on their roster. Luis Turan Jr., the other switch hitting catcher. 0-1. Ooh, look out. I think I got a potential piece of Susini. In fact, I actually just missed inside. I think he just got out of the way of it. 1-1 the count. Looks like he almost took a liver shot there on the reaction, but and instead escaped him and head towards the backstop. I think if anything, it touched a part of Lenin Rodriguez. 1-1. Outside ball 2, 2-1. Their other switch hitting catcher, Luis Turan Jr., who's on the bench today, he did have a pinch hit home run against York this year. Is the 2-1. That just misses outside ball 3, 3-1. You can kind of see Lenin Rodriguez kind of lean back going, really? Before he threw the ball back to Welch. 3-1. Trackman making no friends this afternoon. 3-1. That just misses outside ball 4. Not sure where Welch is missing, but if he is, it's not by much. It's a 1-out walk to Susini. Susini takes first in the 1-out walk, 1 on, 1 out for Jordan Howard. Ground out and a walk so far in his afternoon. He has a stolen base, did that in the 3rd. Former Lee University product ready to face Welch for a 3rd time. First offering, swung on by Howard. Hits it hard, but foul. 3rd base side out of play, 0-1 the count. Howard, his last 2 collegiate seasons at Lee University, hit over 300 in both of those seasons. As a junior, 308, and as a senior, 322. At 1040 OPS his senior season. 0-1. Swung on and missed by Howard for strike 2, 0-2. Though the first impression between Jordan Howard and the Revs was not a pleasant one, as got a little chippy with Alex Sanabia during a game down in Gastonia earlier this year, back in June, which seems like eons ago. 0-2. Whoa, look out. They lost the grip by Welch and caroms towards the backstop on a wild pitch that allows Susini to head to second. One out, 1 on in scoring position following the wild pitch, Susini allowing to go to second on it. Count is 1-2. Welch now at 98 pitches. One-two offering. Dips low and in for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Now for Jordan Howard. And today with both teams having to find enough pitching for 16 total innings on this Saturday, 7 here in Game 1 and 9 later this evening. It's imperative that Welch give as many innings as he can. Gastonia leads 5-0 here in the 5th. 2-2. Swung on by Howard, fouled off to the Revs dugout. That was pitch number 100 for Welch, and it's a 2-2 count for Howard. 1 on, 1 out. Howard readjusts and now takes a stance in the batter's box. Slightly open stance on the left. Howard listed as both a switch hitter and a switch thrower. Isn't that nice? 2-2. Swung on by Howard, hit foul 3rd base side again out of play, 2-2. You certainly see a lot of switch batters more than switch throwers. Me, I suck at both, so it's like, you might as well call me a switch at that point. We the 2-2 once again. Welch lowers, fires, 2-2, swung on by Howard, lifted to right center. Dotel and Sanford coming together. It'll be not in time to the play as Dotel with a diving effort just trickling off at the glove, and will allow Howard to reach safely. Be a hit for Jordan Howard as he gets the second on a double. Susini heads over to the third as he probably was a little trepidatious on the base pass to make sure a play wasn't made by either Dotel or Sanford. Cannot be done by Dotel and Wright. It's a double for Howard, his 9th of the year. Now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out for Gastonia. Susini at third, Howard at second. 1 out as we go back to the top of the order, Boog Powell, and here comes Mark Mason out of the Revs dugout. Luis Sanchez was warming earlier in the Revs bullpen, and you got to think that might be the move here. Mason now sitting on the mound, and he will indeed take the ball from Welch, who will head towards the dugout. And Welch will finish this afternoon after 4 1/3 innings. Gives way to Luis Sanchez of 2 runners in scoring position of 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Gastonia leads 5-0. We'll tell you about Luis Sanchez and a Maple Donuts pitching change after this on the Revs Radio Network.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York. Your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want. You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code Revs Baseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Still in the top of the 5th here in PeoplesBank Park, 5-0 the score. Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as Luis Sanchez is now taking the mound for York, making his PeoplesBank Park debut here in his 4th appearance of the season. No record of a .675 ERA. He inherits 2 runners, both in scoring position of Norberto Susini at third and Jordan Howard at second. 1 out and will face Boog Powell to start things in his 4th outing of the 2021 Atlantic League season. Sanchez set in that first pitch to Powell, swung on, grounded right to Nelly at first. He'll take a look at Howard and Susini as he tracks back to first for out number 2. Two away, 2 on still for Mike Poppy. Base hit and a run scored in the first, and then a walk and a run scored in the second. He was only retired so far in the third on a ball that was hit right in front of the plate. He thought it was foul, but Leonard Rodriguez wisely picked it up and tagged him out. Tried to argue his case with Burton, but to no avail. Sanchez quick looks to second, now fires the first pitch to Poppy. That misses for ball 1, 1 on the count. Sanchez signed earlier this month of August 4th to be in fact. And we're part of the Cleveland Indians organization. Made his high as low A Mahoning Valley. 1-0. Swung on by Poppy and hit foul first base side towards the Revs bullpen as chairs are vacated. walking towards the steps just to the right of the bullpen. 1-1 the count. It advances to Poppy. Sanchez made his pro debut of August 28th in 2018 in the Dominican Summer League in the Indians organization. He had a .225 ERA in his first pro season. He fires the 1-1 to Poppy. Swung on, ground ball towards first base. Nelly will scoop it up, and Sanchez was there at the first to greet him, but Rodriguez says, I got it. And he'll step on the first base bag himself for the second straight out retired by Rodriguez, and the side retired on the second ground out his way. And after 4.5 through PeoplesBank Park this afternoon, it's 5-0 Gastonia.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit columbiagaspa.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Home half of the fifth here at PeoplesBank Park. Ray Jensen with you on the play-by-play. It's a 5-0 score still for the Gastonia Honey Hunters as York has yet to get a hit through their first 4 innings at the plate. We'll see if better fortunes await in the 5th inning. Wellington Dotel, Josue Herrera, Osman Gregorio due up to face Jacinto Garcia, who threw his first 4 this afternoon here in Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. 4 no-hit innings, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And I will say no-hit as many times as I have to before the Revs get one. Because that's just the game we play here. Dotel so far 0 for 1 if a ground out to short for the second out in the second. First pitch from Garcia drops in for a strike. Oh-1. Pitch is up for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Looking at the highs and lows for this year, 4 innings to start a game without a hit is a team high this season. The previous high was 3 2/3 no-hit innings by the Revs offense. That happened just earlier this month in Southern Maryland on August 18th. 1-1. Dips away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Revs offense, despite as good as it's been this year, has had some quiet stretches. This, unfortunately, another one. 2-1. Swung on by Dotel, but gloved by Osinski at third and a couple hops. Throw to first, just in time to beat Dotel by a couple of steps. Dotel trying to look out infield hit, couldn't get there in time. Hard rush to first, but he can't beat the throw from Osinski, and it's out number 1 here in the 5th. 1 out and 1 on for Josue Herrera. Herrera lined out the center for the final out in the second his last time up. Last night was the big night for Herrera as he was 1 for 4, but that one, a big one, a grand slam to right center, which brought York back within a run, 11-10, but that was the final. First pitch, in there for a strike, 1 the count to start Josue. Osmi Gregorio on deck. 1 out, no one on. Garcia has the signs from Susini. He's set at the waist. He'll turn and fire that 0-1, and look out. Got away from Susini and almost got a piece of Burton. Kind of skipped up immediately and kind of galloped away from that ball. I'm going to saw his light flash before his eyes briefly because that one was drifting low. 1-1 the count now for Herrera. Garcia's next offering. Swung out, he did go, and Herrera got strike 2, 1-2. Backward to the open stance on the left side, shin guard on his right leg for Herrera. Garcia, meanwhile, nods to Susini on the signs. 1-2. That tracks in. And in fact, it did hit him. They got a piece of Herrera probably near the shins. He's okay, though, because they just got a glancing piece. Susini coming out from behind the dish saying, no, that's a ball. Now here comes Goose Gazzo out of the Honey Hunters dugout as Susini still arguing his case to Burton. Calls a hit by pitch that allows Herrera to reach first, but Susini says, nah, I didn't touch him. Now Goose meets with Justin Burton, today's plate umpire for Game 1. To argue in favor of Susini, of course. Scores 5-0. Gastonia leads. Should that call hold on a hit by pitch, it'd be York's just third base runner of the afternoon here in Game 1. As the previous 2 were due to walks, they still have had not been able to get a hit. They're now 4 1/3 innings at the plate. Just been a rough afternoon so far for York, and we'll be seeing a lot of the Honey Hunters today as we'll play 9 more against them later this evening as the conversation finishes up between Goose Gazzo, Susini, and Justin Burton. It looks like it indeed will be a hit by pitch for Herrera. Herrera, base runner at first of 1 out. Now Osmi Gregorio at the plate for his second time. Popped out to Tapia at first in foul territory for the first out in the third. First pitch swung on by Gregorio, and that's a base hit to right center. Over the leaping glove of Howard at second, and Gregorio breaks up the no-hit bid with a 1-out base hit to right center. After the ground out from Dotel for the first out in the 5th, and Revs are able to get their next 2 aboard of a hit by pitch and now a base hit. No-hit bid finishes at 4 1/3. After facing just 2 over the minimum, or actually just 1 over the minimum through his first 4 innings. Jacinto Garcia has allowed 2 on of 1 out here in the 5th. JC Encarnacion now up. First pitch to him. Low for a ball, 1-0 the count. Encarnacion was the first base runner against Jacinto this afternoon as he worked a 1-out walk back in the 3rd. Garcia looked to second, now fires the 1-0. Swung on by Encarnacion, lifted foul. First base side well out of play. Advances the count to a ball and a strike. Encarnacion a little quiet here in the later part of August. He was great in late July and early August. He had a stretch in 10 games where he hit 4 long balls between July 29th and August 8th. He's had some really great stretches at the plate this year and some fantastic plays in the outfield as the 1-1 misses low and away for ball 2, 2-1. He's played most of his career as an infielder, but here, since arriving in York back in mid-June, has been playing mostly outfield. Garcia long look in, turned the second, now fires to the plate. 2-1 swung on by Encarnacion, fouled off again, slightly first base side. Will move the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runners on as York trails 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Came within 1 run last night, but fell 11-10 to Gastonia. That was for their 5th straight loss, trying to prevent that skid from going to 6. 2-2. That's away for ball 3, and Encarnacion works the count full 3-2. Garcia long looking for signs for Susini. Ready. Susini takes his stance. And the payoff pitch swung on by Encarnacion and lifted to left field. Poppy looking at it, as is Pal, but they're just going to watch this one go over the arch nemesis. A 3-run home run for JC Encarnacion. And how quickly a no-hit bid has been broken up here in the 5th in emphatic fashion. Encarnacion, his 5th home run in his uniform, and the Revs are now within 2, 5-3, thanks to the 3-run blast to left from Encarnacion.
That's the best non-timeout call ever. He tried to get time before that pitch, had his hand up. Justin Burton didn't give it to him. And to JC's credit, he got locked right back in, ready to launch.
Might call for time more often, or fake trying to get time off at the plate. Meanwhile, Goose Gazzo comes out of the Honey Hunters dugout. They did have bullpen activity as Raybel Custodio was warming up in their pen. Gazzo now on the mound. He will indeed take the ball from Jacinto Garcia, who was cruising through his first 4 before running into JC Encarnacion's 3-run home run here in the 5th to make it a 2-run ball game. So Garcia out, Custodio in for the Honey Hunters. 5-3 ball game here in the 5th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Tell you about the new Gastonia pitcher after this on the Revs Radio Network.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Still in the bottom of the 5th, and the Revs have gotten on the board. 5-3 now the score. First pitch from Raybel Custodio to Lennon Rodriguez in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to start Rodriguez. Custodio making his 12th appearance for the Honey Hunters, 3-0 record of a 5.87 ERA. 0-1, swung on by Rodriguez, but on a hop, gloved by Osinski at third, throw across the horn to first, in time to beat Rodriguez for a couple of steps for out number 2. 2 away here in the 5th, base is empty. Jacinto Garcia done after 4 1/3 innings, and what at the time, after getting the first out in the 5th, was 4 1/3 no-hit innings. But things quickly escalated after Herrera was hit by a pitch. Then Osmi Gregorio got a base hit to right center. JC Encarnacion, the big hit to left, a 3-run home run to make it a 2-run ball game, 5-3. Back to the top of the order, Darian Sanford, who swings to the first offering from Custodio, and that falls into left center for a base hit. Sanford in the hit column this afternoon. 2-out base hit to left center from Sanford, and he's on at first of 2 outs. And the hits have come in bunches here for York in the 5th inning. Still being out hit. Now 7-3, but they were within 2, 5-3, and this looking a little similar to last night, where the Honey Hunters used a torrid first 5 innings of offense to build a steady lead before York worked a lot of walks, which were as good as hits, and led to a big grand slam for Herrera in the 5th inning last night to make it 11-10. York trailing by 2 here 5-3 on Saturday. First pitch of the Jack Kenley popped up third base side. Osinski, Geraldo, and also Poppy giving it a look, but it'll fall away from all three of them out of play. So they all truck towards the Gastonia bullpen, and 0-1 the count to start Jack Kenley. Jack 0 for 1 of a strikeout and walk. Walked to lead off the fourth, and then was cut down, a part of a 6-3 double play hit into by Mesa, batter later. Raybel Custodio, 21 years old, Dominican Republic native. In his fourth professional season, spent his first 3 pro seasons in the Arizona Diamondbacks system. With the Diamondbacks, 6-7 record of a 3.33 ERA and 46 total appearances. On 1 the count for Kenley. Ready from the left side of the open stance as Custodio looks to first. Now Reddy's on the rubber. Next pitch swung on by Kenley. He's popped up, straight up. Now tracking towards third base side, foul territory. Osinski calling off everybody. He will put it away in foul territory himself for the third and final out of this 5th inning. But not until the Revs get on the board of 3 runs in the 5th, thanks to a 3-run home run from JC Encarnacion, his 5th as a Rev. We head to the 6th here in Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader. 5-3, York trails by 2. Daryl Henry takes you the rest of the way on the Revs Radio Network.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? PeoplesBank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of PeoplesBank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
At York Saw and Knife, we are a quality custom manufacturer of metal business-to-business cutting products. We serve lots of industries. Some include food processing, textiles, packaging, and lumber mills. As a stable, growing, family-owned business, our employees are family. We're looking for positive, quality-minded team members interested in the metal trades. We have both first and second shift openings for entry-level employees. To find out more about the positions available at York Saw and Knife, visit yorksaw.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the 6th inning. What the heck was that? It is still a 5-3, or it is now a 5-3 game, I should say. JC Encarnacion with the 3-run homer to left, and the Revs trying to make a comeback yet again. They have not led at all on this current 5-game losing streak, hoping to change that with 2 innings to go as Mike Osinski leads off and looks at one inside. Luis Sanchez stays in, got the final 2 outs of the 5th, stranding runners at second and third. A couple ground outs to first. He fires and misses high and tight. The Revs were held without a hit through 4 1/3, and then Herrera's hit by pitch maybe made Garcia come unglued a little. 2-0, and it misses away. Osinski, the 3-hole hitter, he's 2 for 3. On the wind and the 3-0. That one looked really good, but doesn't get it. And a leadoff walk to start the 6th.
The right fielder, James Cole.
Jake Skoll to the plate. Skoll a walk and a run in the first, sac fly in the second, popped up in the fourth. Officially 0 for 1, but has been productive. And the Revs, some more bullpen activity. Pitch from Sanchez, fastball, it's a called strike. Now Luis is appearing in just his 4th game. Hasn't been in since last Friday at Gastonia. Here's the 0-1. That is down and outside. He got hit around a little bit in his first outing in Lancaster earlier this month. Last 2 appearances have been scoreless, a total of 3 innings in those 2. Throw to first, and back on a dive is Osinski. Honey Hunters 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Revs 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. All 3 on the JC Blast. 1-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. Good off speed from Sanchez there. He jumps ahead. Revs, who have gotten most of their runs here of late on home runs, it seems. They've now homered in 6 of the last 7 games as a team. 11 home runs in those 7. Victor Capion up in the bullpen now. Oh, the 1-2. And that's taken low. Revs trying to come back and snap what has tied the longest losing streak of the year. It's the 4th time they've lost 5 in a row. 2-2, runner goes, it's down low, and Lenine had the double clutch on the throw, and it's late at second. Osinski steals. Couldn't get the grip initially, and at that point, the throw late. Oh, an insurance run at second, nobody out here in the 6th inning. Osinski's 5th steal of the year. He had 9 tries, so that puts him just over 50%. And it's 3-2 to the hitter, Skoll. Luis Sanchez ready. And fires and misses away. Back-to-back walks to start off the 6th. He got 2 big outs to end the 5th inning, but walks the first 2 that he faces here in the 6th inning. And here comes Custodio, who they will leave in to pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. He will bat for himself. And now time asked for. Mace coming out. And I think he waited as long as he could, giving Capion a little extra time to warm up, and he'll go to him. The pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts here in the 6th inning. And Capion will come in, and Custodio will probably be trying to bunt. Chuck Stewart chatting with him, giving him some instruction. And it's 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Big spot, trying to keep this a 2-run game. It's 5-3 Gastonia. Back in a moment.
You get in your car. And you start your car. You put the car in gear. And you go. Nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Victor Capion, the new pitcher for the Revs. 2 on, nobody out here in the 6th. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Capion was down for a couple of weeks. They got him built back up from some soreness that he had been experiencing. He got back on the mound last weekend at Gastonia and will make another appearance here today. Revs had Monday off, rain out Thursday, so it's been a week since a lot of these relievers have been in. For Capion, it's game number 20, 1-2 with a save and a 6.75 ERA. It's last Sunday at Gastonia, the last time he was in, and he'll face the pitcher Raibel Custodio, who is already showing bunt. Corners are in, cut the music, cut it. It's still going.
What are we doing?
It's a great question, Ray. Not watching, that's for sure. Well, now we're ready after the false start. He squares the bunt down toward Capion, who looks at third. Plenty of time to reset and throw to first. Sacrifice is good with Kenley covering, and both runners move up. 1-4 on the out. It's second and third with one away, as Emmanuel Tapia will come to the plate. Revs will bring the entire infield in now, trying to keep this a 2-run game. Tapia 1 for 2, 2-run double in the first, hit by a pitch in the second. All 4 infielders up to the grass. 5-3, Honey Hunters lead. And Capion set with the sign. Here's the first pitch to Tapia. And he swings and lines it fair down the right field line, just out of the reach of Nelly. And into the corner, 2 runs will score. Tapia into second, his second 2-run double of the game. Both pulled down the line in right. And it's 7-3. 2 big insurance runs for Gastonia here in the 6th. The 2 walks to start the inning score. And Custodio, who's in line for a potential win, coming up huge with that bunt. And Tapia cashes in. A 4 RBI game for him. 7-3 now, and here's Geraldo. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. The very next inning, after the Revs cut it with the 3-run homer, 2 runs put back up. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Slider from Cap. Now the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip. I believe it's now, hang on, 46 consecutive innings without a lead at any point. Capion ready. Here's the 0-2. That's inside. The Revs were behind early today and have been. They've trailed by at least 3-0 at the end of 2 innings in 4 consecutive games. And by the end of 3 innings in 5 consecutive games. Pitch, swung on, hit in the air toward the corner and left. That's fouling out of play. Encarnacion a look. Still 1 out here in the 6th. Tapia 4 driven in today, driven 1 last night as well. Now Vic the stretch. He's got that bright blue glove. He fires and missed low and in with a slider. 2-2. Have the 9-inning game still to come tonight. Nicely against Laer at 6:30. A game at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Off day Monday. Then we go to Hurricane Central, Long Island. Hopefully Tuesday. Pitch is swung on, lined the other way, and fouled down into the Gastonia bullpen and left. 2-2 it stays. Ray, would you recommend that people drive at Long Island on flooded roadways?
Nope.
Okay.
Unless you have a truck raised to the heavens. I would not.
Just making sure.
Or if you have a boat, go ahead. Go for it.
Little public service announcement from you.
Yep.
Another 2-2. And a swing and a foul back. Bang.
I did get my car back today. It does smell a bit fresh. We'll call it that.
Yeah. So is our clubhouse. Got flooded a little bit the other night when we were away.
I was like, I didn't know those floor tiles could move. They're not supposed to. Oh. That would indeed be a problem.
Saw quite the photo gallery. Capion to the belt. Another 2-2 offering. And a swing and a miss. Wins the battle with a slider. Strikes out Geraldo for out number 2. Revs Baseball is brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, Penn State York, Highmark Health, Sheets, Fast Signs, Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital, Performance Food Service, and Encompass Health. Here is Norberto Cecchini. He's 1 for 2. RBI single in the first, is also walked. One of 3 catchers that they've got on the roster. 6 position players on the bench. Capion ready to go. First offering is over for a strike. Starts him off speed. 7-3 Gastonia here in the 6th. Couple major insurance runs here this inning. On the 0-1. That's in for a strike. Cecchini yanked the arms up. Thought it was in. but it's 0-2. Good hard fastball there. Revs last lost 6 in a row when they dropped 7 straight early in 2019. This time is asked for May 26th through June 1st of 2019. And yes, it was miserable. Capion fires. Fastball just missed, down and away. Throwing 93, that's a good sign. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vic to the plate. That's low again, 2-2. Capion, who started his season in Mexico. Piratas de Campeche.
Just like Jacinto Garcia.
Right. Now the 2-2. And a ground ball hits softly to second. Kenley lines it up, scoops, toss to first. Inning is over. And Gastonia with a couple of big insurance runs. 1 hit. 1 left. After the home half of the 6th, it's Gastonia 7, York 3.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOFoam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head to the bottom of the 6th. It is 7-3 Gastonia. Custodio stays in. He is in line for the win in relief. And big sack bunt to help his cause. This date in York baseball history brought to you by the York County History Center with more than 90,000 artifacts. Your history starts here. Visit online, yorkhistorycenter.org for tickets and guided tours. And August 21st in Revs history, 2012, the Revs swept Long Island in a doubleheader, winning 2-1 and 6-5. Chris Nowak had a 3-run single to give York the lead in the 5th inning in the second game, and Scott Grimes with an unbelievable throw from center cut down the tying run at the plate for the second out in the 7th, and Ricardo Gomez then had a pickoff at second for the final out. A very wild 6-5 win in a doubleheader sweep. James Harris will pinch hit leading off. This is the pitcher's spot. First one missing outside. Give Harris the day off from the starting role. first time in quite a while as Gastonia misses low, 2-0. It's hitting .297 with 4 home runs, 27 ribbies. Pitch, it's just outside for ball 3. Harris 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. A 3-0 pitch, and taking it's low and off the glove of Cecchini. Leadoff 4-pitch walk.
First baseman Nelly Rodriguez.
Gastonia 3-0 with a .587 ERA in 11 outings. At the final 2 outs of the 5th, but leadoff runner here in the 6th. August 21st, 2017, the Rebs came back from a long travel day from Sugar Land. They put up a team record 8 runs in the first inning that night and beat Somerset 11-2, kicking off a 4-game sweep en route to that second half title. Here's Nelly, he takes a strike. And on August 21st, 2018, Ross Detweiler, who started that season in York, called up by Seattle. 6 strong innings in relief against Houston that night. 0-1, and it's up high, off speed. Nelly lays off. And today is struck out and flied the deep right center. Has a 10-game hitting streak that is yet to be extended. Gastonia with the pitch, and a foul tip back to the net. Gastonia, 21 years old, from Guayabal, Dominican Republic. 6'3" righty. Young guy, as we said. He had previously been in the Diamondback system. 3 years at the rookie levels in the Dominican Summer League and the Arizona League. Now ready, the pitch, swing, and it's fouled off. First base side and up over the roof. Revs down 7-3 here in the 6th inning in Game 1. Now deals, and a breaking ball called third strike. Rodriguez punched out and is out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Gastonia, prior to this year, he had 6 pro wins. This year he's got 3. 3 years in the Diamondback system, had a .333 ERA, was 6-7. And that sac bunt that he had top of the inning, the first plate appearance of his pro career. Here's Dotel, who's grounded out twice. First pitch, swings and misses. As the sun brightens a bit. A lot of games he's been out by this point in the day. Playing in right field for the first time since mid-July today. So not double hooked out. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball that misses inside. Have a really neat little bug on the table here, Ray.
Well, that's nice. I want to apologize to the Gastonia fans pronouncing Jacinto Garcia's name wrong at the J. My apologies on that.
Here's a dribbler foul, third base side. Oh, were we?
Yeah.
And how'd you find that out?
Twitter machine.
Of course.
As always.
That's why I don't go on it. Were they mean?
A little snarky, but
oh. Good for them.
We're at the point of no return anyway.
Maybe they could send a pronunciation guide next time.
That would be a fantastic help.
Pitch is swung on and fouled off, way up and out of play, right field. Gastonia with a 7-3 lead. Pitch, swing and a miss. Changeup gets Dotel. And that is out number 2 here in the 6th.
You're just going full heel on him, aren't you?
Yeah, and I didn't even see it, nor will I, because I don't look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Gastonia. Here's Herrera. He is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a run. First offering, swing and a miss, a changeup. Custodio set. He fires. And a ground ball sharply and past Tapia at first. Down the line in right field. Harris on his way to third. Polo puts up the stop. Herrera into second. Throw missed the cutoff man. And Geraldo at short has to run toward the mound and knock it down. It's a double for Herrera. And the Revs have their 4th hit of the game. Second and third. And Gregorio will try to get the Revs a little bit closer. Tapia, who was holding Harris, he was close, but Herrera smashed it right by him. Duke coaching at first this inning has his gear. And Gregorio with a base hit could get the Revs back within 2, which is where they were before Tapia's insurance double in the top half. On the stretch, first offering, swing, and he pops it up. And that should end the inning. Howard at second, moving over toward first. He's got it, and that'll do it for the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left as Osme slams his helmet in disgust. And Gastonia maintains the 4-run lead. We head to the 7th. It's 7-3.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 7th. Edward Paredes will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs trail 7-3. danger of a 6th straight loss, which would be a season high. Paredes has largely been very good. 1-1 with a 2.79 ERA, 22 outings this year. Opponents hitting just 183. One final warm-up for him. Everything else in the league is tonight. As we look around the league, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Lancaster at West Virginia later on tonight. High Point at Lexington. Long Island at Southern Maryland. Last night's action, Lancaster had, what was it, an 8-0 lead with a West Virginia position player on the mound at one point, and they blew it. Lost 11-10. Lancaster's still a 1-game lead for first on Southern Maryland. Here's Howard, the switch hitter, leading off. He takes high. Howard 1 for 2, double, walk, steal. He's had a good day. Out of the number 9 spot. Long Island last night, a 19-5 win at Southern Maryland. Pitch is tipped foul behind home. And High Point had the tame one. They won 4-3 at Lexington, so they've won 8 in a row. Tied for first with Gastonia entering play today. A bunch of those have been against Lexington, who's lost 7 straight. Paredes the pitch, and it sails high and wide. Eddie has had rough last few appearances. He's ready. He kicks, fires, and it just missed away. In his last 3 games, 2 1/3 innings, 5 runs, 3 have been earned. ERA 2.79. Prior to those last 3, 1.59 is what he was carrying. This is his first appearance in 11 days. Fires, and a swing at a liner yanked foul in left. Revs right now have a lot of bodies in the bullpen, and they also had 3 rainouts in 8 scheduled games. The home game against Lancaster, and then 2 on that road trip. So again, a lot of these guys have gone a week or so in between. Paredes away for a few days as well. He fires. And a backdoor hook. It's a called 3rd strike. Howard dropped the bat on the delay. He was hoping to find his way on base, but he's punched out. 1 away here in the 7th inning. And we'll head to the top of the order, and Boog Powell, who is 0 for 3, a walk and a run scored. Left on left, Eddie ready. And he fires, breaking ball. That was a sharp one, but it stayed inside. That thing started right at Powell's face, and he spun off, almost hooked back to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. By the way, tomorrow it's Eduardo Rivera as Paredes fires. There's a strike. It'll be against Austin Glorious, the former Blue Crab, and now Honey Hunter. That's at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Nicely against Lair tonight. Paredes the pitch, and it misses down and away. 2 balls and a strike. If the Revs don't come back to win this one, it would be heading into tonight's game at, I believe, 48 straight innings without a lead. Here's a line drive, right field, hit right at Dotel, backs up, squeezes it. 2 down here in the 7th.
Now batting the left fielder, Mike Poppy.
And Mike Poppy to the plate. Revs in the bottom half will have Encarnacion, Rodriguez, and Sanford coming up. A non-save situation, and I don't think they had anybody up, did they? It's like Custodio may try to finish it. Poppy 1 for 3, single, walk, steal, 2 runs today. Paredes' first pitch, fastball, that's down and away. Now the 1-0. Yeah, that's right there for a strike. Paredes, who originally signed with Seattle back in 2005, first 7 years in the Mariners system. Got to AAA Tacoma. He was on their 40-man roster for almost 2 years. He fires, breaking ball, it misses inside. So they obviously wanted to protect him when he was a young prospect. Starter early in his career, Northwest League All-Star in his second pro season. Led that league in innings. Now the 2-1. And a curveball bends across for a strike. Poppy thought it was high. Not for Eddie, it wasn't until after a brief stint in the Indian system, 3 years with York, Tigers, Angels, then the Dodgers when he made his big league debut in 2017. Now kicks, fires, a little bit of a slide step actually, and he dumps it down and away. Count goes full. With the Angels in 2016, Double-A, then signed with Detroit following that year, but the Dodgers took him in the Rule 5 draft, and the rest was history. By July of 2017, finally got the call up. Now the payoff, and it misses in tight. A walk to Poppy. He'll be a 2-out base runner. Eddie a little frustrated. Looking at his body language, we'll bring up Mike Osinski. He is the K-man today. Two for 3. Run scored, walk, steal. And Paredes with the pitch. Change up, that misses high and wide. Osinski, who started this year in the Red Sox system, 4 games at Double-A, 7 at High A. A mid-season pickup for Gastonia. Joined them in late June, a few weeks into the season. Here's a fastball, that's a called strike. And he got into AAA for 1 game back in 2019. Pitch from Paredes, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball down. And ahead 1-2. 7-3 Gastonia here in the 7th in game 1, playing 7 innings in this one, 9 tonight. Paredes the stretch, the 1-2. And a swing and a foul back to the top of the netting. Osinski from Vestal, New York, 26-year-old. He was a 31st round pick of the Red Sox 2017 out of Longwood University in Virginia. On the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Curveball down and away, gets him. And Paredes patiently, methodically works his way through a scoreless seventh. No runs, no hits, one man left. Last chance for the Revs in Game 1. They trail it 7-3.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
At the bottom of the seventh, last chance for the Revs, who are staring at a sixth consecutive loss, 7-3 the score. Custodio stays in, Encarnacion leads off. First pitch of the inning is up. JC with one swing has driven in the only three for the Revs today. 3-run homer in the fifth, also has walked. It's the 1-0, and he swings and loops a foul back. Bounces around in the seats. A lot of folks trying to find the shaded seats here in Game 1. Stadium board reading 93 at the moment. It's the 1-1. Swing at a line drive, right center field, base hit, Encarnacion. That'll go all the way to the fence as Skull has some trouble with it. And JC on his way for three, and the relay is late. He's there standing. On base all three times today, including a home run and a triple now. On a bullet the other way to the gap in right center. Now a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the seventh. Revs will need a fair bit more than that, but at least not going down quietly. Here's Lenin Rodriguez, who's flied to right, grounded to third. As he digs in for the third time. First pitch, he swings and fouls it back over the roof. Revs with their fifth hit. They had been held without a hit through the first 4 1/3 innings today. The 0-1. That misses outside. Cecchini almost went into a split trying to reach out to snag that. His right foot kept going. The 1-1. Fastball missed wide. The Revs have had big innings before, big innings late in games before. Last night's 7-run fifth started near the bottom of the order. Honey Hunters do have some bullpen activity. Now the 2-1, and that misses high for ball 3. Sanford on deck. He's at the top of the order today. Harris was given most of the first game off. Did pinch hit last inning. It is Jose who's up in their bullpen. Pitch to Lenine. It's outside. He's on the walk. First two have reached. And the Revs are now one base runner away from bringing the tying run to the plate. Triple walk. Here comes Goose, and that's it for Custodio, who's in line for the win, but is going to need some help closing it. As Jose will be called upon. Obviously, they were hoping to keep him fresh for later, but he'll have to come in this one. And it will be a save situation with the tying run on deck. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts here in the bottom of the 7th. Revs with first and third, nobody out. Trailing 7-3 when we come back.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it, so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business, offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
It is Jose who takes over here in the bottom of the 7th. Revs trailing 7-3. First two have reached. They traded for Jose from the American Association a little over a month ago. Or actually about a month ago. Well, maybe less than a month ago. 4 outings. I'm sure we'll get corrected. So we'll just ask and check the chat. 4 outings for him, 1 save, 7 innings, 2 runs, just 1 earned, and just 3 hits. 2 walks, 11 strikeouts. He's held opponents to a 130 average. Sanford trying to get on to bring the tying run up. He shows bunt, and Jose fires high. Revs faced him twice last weekend on the road and did score a run off of him. An Osmi Gregorio home run, but Jose also struck out 6 in 2 innings. Down the stretch. And the 1-0. Swing, and it's fouled back. Finished a couple games against York last weekend. Neither were save opportunities, but aside from that solo home run he gave up, was impressive. Sanford 1 for 3 today. On the 1-1, and a changeup. It's outside. At the moment, Jack Kenley on deck, the tying run. Mesa was the DH today. He is out of the game, but Andrew Dundon standing at the dugout steps would bat. Now the 2-1 pitch. That is a fastball, just missed. 3-1 on Sanford. Jose had 11 saves for Winnipeg earlier this season. 2-1 with a 1.21 ERA there in 27 outings. First week of August is when they got him, right when the second half began. Now comes set. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a line drive, but pulled foul down the line and left into the White Claw Terrace. Karam's back down onto the field toward the Honey Hunter dugout. 3-2. Ready. And the lefty home, and a swing and a shot in the air. Left center, hit well. Poppy back, and it one-hops the fence. Encarnacion will score. Rodriguez to third, and Sanford in at second with a deep RBI double in left center. And it's 7-4, and the tying run will come to the plate with nobody out. Man, did he get a hold of that one? Way over Poppy's head and one hopping the wall in deep left center. And Jack Kenley coming up representing the tying run. RBI double for Sanford. He's got back-to-back multi-hit games. And the Revs putting together a threat here in their last at-bat. Here's Kenley, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Jose with the pitch. Swinging a sharp ground ball, stabbed at second. Howard, off-balance throw, right on the money. Saves a hit. It's an RBI ground out, 7-5. Rodriguez scores. Sanford goes to third. Tying run still batting now with one out. And Kenley, he stung it, but Howard got there on the backhand, kept it in the infield, and made the play. But now Dundon will pinch hit. He's the tying run. Then Nelly Rodriguez on deck. There's some treacherous waters still for Gastonia to navigate. 7-5 the score. And in steps Dundon. First pitch, he swings and misses, changeup, and he rarely goes after the first pitch, but did this time. Best pinch hitter in Revs history. Here's the 0-1, and that's down in the dirt. Dundon hitting .237, 3 home runs. As a pinch hitter, he is 8 for 18 with 5 driven in, 1 home run, which was in Lexington. 8 pinch hits, a Revs season and career record. Jose ready. 1-1, fastball just outside. And again, they got to get through Nelly after Dundon. Rebs have certainly given themselves a chance here late. Jose, the stretch. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball toward third. Osinski gloves, looks at home, but the play is to first, and he'll throw across for the out. RBI ground out for Dundon. Sanford in to score at 7-6. Rebs down to their final out, and Nelly Rodriguez coming up. He also is the tying run. Rebs have scored 3 times here in the 7th inning. They need one more. Rodriguez 0 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts, 10-game hitting streak still out there. If he keeps the game alive, Dotel next. And Jose ready. Here's the first pitch. It is just outside for ball 1. Outfield way deep. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a foul tip to the net. Had a good rip there. Nelly with like some baby blue bat handle tape. On a 2-tone bat. Black barrel, maroon toward the handle. Very colorful piece of equipment. He's trying to at least keep this game alive with. Here's the 1-1, and a slider bites into the dirt. Rebs last night came back from down 8 to within a run, but could not finish. Today, down 5 at one point, down 4 entering this bottom of the 7th. Again, they've clawed to within 1. Jose ready. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a line drive to left field. It's a base hit. It'll one-hop the nemesis. Poppy's got it. Nelly will hang with a single. 11-game hitting streak, and this game not over yet. Tying run is on. Wellington Dotel will come to the plate, representing the winning run here in the 7th inning. Hitting streak goes on. And here's Dotel now, who to this point also 0 for 3. But his day of work not finished yet either. Rebs with 3 hits here in the 7th. 7 for the game all over the last 3 innings. Nelly the tying run, Tapia hanging around behind him at first. Jose the pitch, and Dotel swings and misses. First pitch changeup. He was looking for one to try to drive out of here and win it, I think. Wellington asks for time and backs out. Now ready, and the 0-1. Swing and a broken bat, loop to shallow right center. It's a base hit. Nelly up to second, and it's first and second as the game continues further. Tying run into scoring position, winning run is on, and Josue Herrera coming up. And he's hit the ball well all day again. 1 for 2 with a double, hit by pitch and a run, and the out that he made early in the game was blasted. That base hit from Dotel was not, but it works. Broken bat loop. And pitching coach Reggie Harris will make a visit. Well, coming into this outing, Jose, in 4 appearances, 7 innings, had allowed 3 hits. He's allowed 3 in 2/3 of an inning today. Now facing a lefty. Lefties 1 for 3 off of Jose. Herrera against lefties has gone just 3 for 18, but a 4th hit would be quite massive. Mound visit is over. Nelly the tying run at second. Outfield will play him straight up. Medium deep. And here we go. First pitch to Herrera, changeup, and it floats across for a strike. That looked almost like a screwball with the movement. Tapia at first, tight to the line on the pull side. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1 fastball, he paints the outside corner. And the Revs down to their final strike here in game 1. 2 on, 2 out. Herrera, the grand slam last night that got him within a run. Can he come through again? Jose ready. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball, half swing. He went around. Ball game over. Tag applied. A strikeout ends it. And the Revs drop their 6th in a row as Gastonia takes game 1 today by a final score of 7-6. Once again, fighting back to within 1 run. But the game ends with the tying run in scoring position for the 2nd straight contest. 3 runs in the 7th inning on 4 hits, but the Revs strand 2. And Gastonia takes the opener, a 7-6 final score. Revs again threaten and make a run at it, but come up a run shy. 7-6 your final. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall in the opener today. It's a 7-6 final. Gastonia wins it. Daryl Henry, Ray Jensen back with you post-game as the Revs fall to 3-11 to begin this second half. They dropped their 6th in a row. Gastonia improves to 11-5, and the expansion Honey Hunters have now won 4 straight against the Revs, 6-2 against York, here to begin the head-to-head series all time. And we'll recap things for you here in Game 1 as Gastonia scored 4 in the first inning. Batting around, jumped out to the big lead. Emmanuel Tapia, a 2-out, 2-run double to open the scoring. A 3rd run scored on that play on an error. And then Norberto Cecchini, an RBI single to center field, made it 4-0 before the Revs batted. Jake Skoll, a sac fly in the second inning, made it 5-0. And the Revs were held without a hit by Jacinto Garcia through the first 4 1/3 innings today. But in the 5th, did make some noise. Josue Herrera hit by a pitch. Osmi Gregorio then singled to right center, breaking up the no-no. And JC Encarnacion, a 3-run homer over the nemesis in left. And that got the Revs on the board, a 5-3 score at that point, but just that quickly in the 6th inning, Gastonia got 2 of those runs back. It started with a pair of walks issued by Luis Sanchez and then a sac bunt from the pitcher Custodio, and Tapia deposited his second 2-run double of the game down the right field line, and that made it 7-3. And the Revs, who put 2 men on in the 6th but could not cash in against Custodio, they did make a run at it in the 7th as Encarnacion tripled to right center to lead off. Lenin Rodriguez walked. That ended Custodio's outing. Jose was brought in, and Darian Sanford, an RBI double to deep left center, made it 7-4. Then a couple of RBI groundouts. Kenley and Dundon made it 7-5 and 7-6. Nelly Rodriguez, final at bat of the game, extended his hitting streak to 11 on a single to left. Dotel, a broken bat single, chipped into center. And that put the tying run at second with Josue Herrera at the plate, winning run on base, but Jose facing a lefty for the second time in the inning. Kenley hit him hard on an RBI groundout, but a little bit different with Herrera as he got ahead with what almost looked like a screwball type changeup and set him up from there, eventually striking him out on a check swing on a slider down and away, and that's how the game ended. Second straight game, Revs get the tying run to second, but cannot get him home, and a 7-6 final. Your totals in this one for the Honey Hunters: 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 on base. The Revs, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and they left 6. The win goes to Raibel Custodio. He is 4-0 out of the Honey Hunters bullpen, and today was only his 13th outing. Jake Welch, the loss, 1-5. He did finish strong after the shaky beginning. He retired 8 out of 10 at one point into the 5th before giving way, and went 4 1/3. His final 2 2/3 innings were all scoreless. Jose with his second save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 59 minutes. Played in front of 1,607 on hand for Game 1 here this afternoon. Your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game, JC Encarnacion, who reached base safely all 3 times. A walk, a 3-run homer, and a triple. And the home run got him back in it. The triple started the 7th inning rally. Unfortunately, it all comes up short, but he is your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game. Our final segment today brought to you by Brewery Products and Budweiser, reminding you to enjoy responsibly all season, get home safely every time, and sign the pledge form at Fan Services at PeoplesBank Park. You'll be entered to win a prize pack from the Revs and Brewery Products later on this season. And we'll be back on air later tonight At 6:10 for the pregame, it's a 6:30 first pitch as Austin Nicely makes the start in Game 2, going up against Euclides Laer as the Revs try to snap this skid. A Saturday night game, and it is First Responders Night, presented by RBC Wealth Management, fireworks presented by PA Lottery, Paw Patrol appearance as well. And tickets are on sale at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Shipley Energy ticket office. So until then, for Gracie Priest on the stream today, and Ray Jensen in the booth with me, Daryl Henry saying so long for now from Peoples Bank Park. Once again, your final in Game 1. It's Gastonia 7, York 6. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon, and we'll talk to you later on tonight at 6:10 for the pregame for the nightcap of today's day-night twin bill, right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350.